The Egyptian Post is one of the oldest and oldest organizations in Egypt. Now, tell us, please, Mr. Abdelnaby, about the Egyptian Post and how it has kept pace with the developments since its inception until now.
Okay, first of all, let me welcome you all to our museum here in Egypt, Post. Okay, Egypt Post was inaugurated in the first place at 1865, okay, by Khedive Ismail. Okay, since that time, Egypt Post looked forward to implement services to serve Egyptians, and developed from just offering postal services to financial services to governmental services to today digital Egypt services. And if we talk about the total number of services that are offered to Egyptians, we talk about 200 services, post offices. We talk about 43,000 postal staff. We talk about 23 million customers. We talk about 240 billion Egyptian pounds deposits in our savings bank. So when we talk about Egypt Post, you can talk about the world in just one place. We offer the services that already offered in developed countries. You can use our Egypt Post services for all kind of postal services, even if you would like to send parcels, letters for postal services. EMS also we have it with all other countries. We have also here financial services, all kinds of financial services. If we talk about deposits, if we talk about pensioners, we talk about more than 23 million pensioners are paid monthly from Egypt Post. If we talk about new services for young men, we talk about Yalla app. It's a new super app to serve Egyptians, to use it for transferring money, downloading, to send, to pay bills, to do everything that you would like to do. If we talk about governmental services, you can talk about all kinds of services. If we talk about issuing certificates, birth certificates, marriage certificates, even passports, all services are offered at our post offices. And now we have reached to digital Egypt. So all kinds of services offered on digital Egypt are ordered by Egypt Post. You can stay wherever you are, you can order the service, you can fill in the necessary documents, and delivery will be on us, everywhere.
That's excellent. Now, Egypt Post is one of the oldest organizations participating in the Universal Postal Union. Now, tell us about the importance of this participation in the union and the role of the union in organizing the postal work.
Okay, you know, Egypt is not only one of the oldest members in the Universal Postal Union, Egypt is one of the founder countries of the Universal Postal Union. So Egypt, in the first place, established the Universal Postal Union in 1874 with other countries like US, like England, Italy, and so on. So Egypt joined the Universal Postal Union, and from the time it was very important to be part of it. So we are part of the Postal Operations Council of the Universal Postal Union. We are part of the Council of Administration of the Universal Postal Union. We already are co-chair of the Committee 2 of the Council of Administration in the Universal Postal Union, where Egypt Post is also board member of the Quality of Service Fund in the Universal Postal Union. So Egypt in the Universal Postal Union plays an active role. At the time being, you know that Universal Postal Union is the sole responsible organization for governing the postal service worldwide and the postal exchanges. The Universal Postal Union is the destination that is responsible for setting up rules governing postal services and so on. So Universal Postal Service, you can say, like we say in Egypt, is the kitchen where all the rules are cooked. So we are great players in this part. Egypt Post plays a good role in this part. You know, we are part in making laws, in making rules, in making sure that our interests are being considered while issuing new rules, new documents to make sure that we are going and defending our interests. Also, you know that Egypt, when Egypt defends its interests, we are not talking about Egypt only. We talk about Arab, African, developing countries' interests as well.
And this brings me to more elaboration, Mr. Abdelnaby, here, because if we talk about the international role of Egypt Post and how to communicate with postal organizations around the world.
Okay. In this regard, I can talk about two aspects. One is that cooperation with organizations themselves. When we talk about the organizations, I can say that Egypt Post is part of the Universal Postal Union. Okay. Also, Egypt Post is part of the Pan-African Postal Union. We are also part of the Postal Union for the Mediterranean. Also, we are part of Arab Permanent Postal Commissions. So, from this point of view, you will find that Egypt Post is already international. From another point of view, we can talk about the relations between Egypt Post and other countries as well. So, for the counterparts, we do our best to enhance cooperation, and also we seek in the first place to defend Egypt Post's interests. So depending on the interests of Egypt Post, we open channels, we open communication channels with all the countries to achieve the best interests, even for our customers and for our country.
And what countries participate in the Universal Post Union?
The Universal Postal Union has about 192 countries. Okay, they are divided African, Americas, you can say also Western Europe, Southern Asia, Oceania, and also we have Northern Asia and Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And is there a presence of Egypt Post in Africa? You just told me that Africa is part of, we have so many African countries, so what are the aspects of cooperation?
Okay, for Africa, you know that the political leadership gives a priority for enhancing cooperation with all African countries. We are on the run. We are working so hard with African countries. We can say that on the African level, just last month, Egypt Post attended the Council of Administration of the Pan-African Postal Union, where we could sign cooperation agreement with Congo DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, for full mechanization of the post offices of Congo Post. So, in this regard, Egypt is doing very well. We share our experiences with African countries. We do our best for transferring Egypt's experience in digital transformation and financial inclusion. For the African level, Egypt Post represents Africa in the Postal Operations Council and Council of Administration. Also, Egypt Post is member in the Quality of Service Fund, board member in the Quality of Service Fund, that is the sole destination responsible for financing projects for African countries. So, from this point of view, you will find that we also have another very important element here, the capacity building. We have African Regional Training Center here in Maadi. So we use this training center to build the capacities of African countries, African postal staff. We are organizing, we have already organized many training programs before, and we are organizing also to, I think it will be before the end of this year, we are going to organize training programs as well for African staff to make sure that digital transformation, financial inclusion is well understood, and to help to transfer our know-how to African countries. Moreover, we are cooperating with African countries in field of e-commerce. You know, we have a good experience in e-commerce here in Egypt, so we are trying to transfer our experience to African countries. We will also try to do our best to make sure that any country in Africa would like to receive experts from Egypt, or even to send trainees to Egypt to benefit from our experience. They are most welcomed anytime.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you very much, Mr. Abdelnaby Hamdi, Director General of the International Postal Services at Egypt Post. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be. Thank you.